Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we have a nice deep stretch with a very few vinyasas in the middle. Take care of your body anytime you need a break, find child's pose when you need it, and I won't be queuing any water breaks, so if you have water next to you, that'll be better. Anytime you need a sip of water, get it. Let's start in child's pose. With the knees hip-width distance apart, or if you'd like to have them as wide as the mat, the toes are touching and the hands reach all the way to the front. Sit bones all the way to the back. Lengthen through your spine, tuck your chin. The forehead can hover or rest your head down on the mat. Start noticing your breath, deepen your breath, breathing through your nose. On your inhale, feel the back ribs flare to the sides. And on your exhale, find softness. Notice where your mind is and bring it back here into this yoga practice. Stay right here with me, just following your breath, following the movement. Walk the hands slightly forward. Spread the fingers and lift the forearms up, lift the palms of the hands up. Still look down. You're in spider fingers here, dipping down through your chest. Release the palms of the hands down and have a little lift here. So if the knees are bothering you, bring the knees a little bit closer and then slide the left hand under the armpit. The palm of the hand is facing up and dip down. Maybe you turn your head, maybe the side of the head is down, the left side of the head is down. Sit bones are reaching back. Breathe through your nose. Opening the right shoulder. Maybe the right armpit can settle down towards the mat. Keep connecting with your long breaths. Breathing through your nose. And then slide the right hand in front of you to press up. Left hand is in front and right hand under the armpit. Slide it as far out and the side of the head is down. Notice if you're shrugging the shoulders, release the shoulders down. Feel some weight on the arm getting into the shoulder. The right temple is down on the mat, if that feels okay. Left hand in front of your face, your weight is on the left hand to press up, and let's meet in table. Your knees come under your hips, the shoulders are over the wrist, and really spread the fingers here. Let's start with some wrist stretches. So rotate the fingers to point out and just sway side to side. You're pressing with the fingertips, doming the middle of the fingers. Keep the sides of the neck long. Just add a little sway side to side. Waking up your wrists. Very good. Bring them back to the front. The fingers are pointing forward and start drawing circles with your hips. And this time, let's focus on the wrist. So you lean slightly forward and then to the side and then back. Side and forward and back. The deeper you'd like to get into the wrist, just lean further front. Notice your weight is on the heels of the hands, on the knuckles and the fingertips. And then change direction. Use your breath with the movement. And I'll meet you back to the center. Very good. Have the palms of the hands face the sky, and the fingers are facing each other this time. Allow a bend in the elbows, and then maybe you straighten up. Straighten as much as you can. So if your forearms and the front of your arm is really tight, you might be bending the elbows a little bit, and that's okay. Widen the shoulder blades as you press up. Stay right where you are. Draw a fist in your hands. Very good. Release the palms of the hands are down again. Bring the knees closer, tuck your toes and sit back. So you have your Anjali Mudra, palms of the hands together. You're sitting back on your heels. And just rotate the palms to face out and then to the front. We'll do this to release your wrists. Maybe you pause when the fingers are pointing down. Shoulders are down. And when you're ready, I'll meet you in table again. Very good. Extend the right leg back. Flex the foot. Have the toes touching down and really engage the core here. Lift the ribs and draw the ribs back. And then press with the hands as much as you can, widening the shoulder blades. Keep the sides of the neck long and then lift the leg, point the toes with the toes reaching away. So the leg is maybe slightly higher than your torso. Lengthen the tailbone and press up. Deepen your breath, and with your inhale, stay here. And exhale, tap the foot down slowly with control. Inhale, lift, and exhale slowly down. 3. And exhale. You're still working your shoulders because you're pressing up as much as you can, widening the shoulder blades. Keep going up and down, very slow with control. Very good. Bend your knee here. Keep the knee to the center column of your body and lift the leg up. Bring your knee to your chest and inhale, lift up. Knee to your chest and inhale, lift. Exhale, inhale, lift. Exhale, inhale. Let's do it a little bit slower as you lift up, pause here, and then come back to the center. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Keep pressing with the shoulders and exhale. Inhale, lift and pause here. Add a little pulsation for 5, 4, 3, 2. Deep breath in. And with your exhale, release your knee down. Sink back into your child's pose. Sweep your arms back, finding rabbit pose. Catch your heels or your ankles and lift your hips up. Tuck your chin. The forehead or the crown of the head is resting down. Notice where your mind is and bring it back here. Allow your mind to calm down. Your long breaths are helping your nervous system calm down, to slow down. Very good. Hands are framing your head and press up. I'll meet you back in table again. Spread the fingers. Knees are hip width distance apart and extend the left leg. Flex the foot. Tuck your toes and have the toes touching the mat. Engage your core, lengthen the tailbone and press up with the shoulders as much as you can, trying to stay as light as you can on the hands. Widen the shoulders, externally rotating the shoulders. So if you look at the eye of the elbows, they're rotating to the front. I like to have my pointer fingers perpendicular to the front of the mat, even in downward dog, to help my shoulders. The classical way is the middle finger to be the front, but I find it easier to open the hands out a little bit. Press up, and then lift the left leg up. Point the toes. The leg is slightly higher maybe than the torso. Keep the core engaged and then slowly tap down and lift with full engagement, intentionally engaging your thigh muscles. Slowly down and lift. And exhale and lift. Stay light on your hands and lift up. Pause here, and then bend your knee, reach the knee up, keep the knee to the center column of your body, lift up from the shoulders again, bring your knee to your chest, and inhale, lift. Exhale, very slow with control, and inhale. Exhale, use your breath with the movement. Let's go a little bit slower on the last two. Press up, bring the knee to your chest, and very slowly lift up. Pause here. And exhale, knee to your chest. Inhale, lift, pause, and start with your little pulsation. For 5, keep the knee tight to the midline. 3, 2, and 1. Release your knee down. Very good. Start walking the hands to the front, getting deeper into your back bend, into opening your shoulders. This should be a release. Tuck your chin, and maybe the forehead can rest down. The sit bones are high. Allow your shoulders to widen, to drop. Breathe through your nose. Option to lift the gaze and dip down deeper with your chest. But take care of your neck. So if the neck is sensitive, keep looking down. Very good. On your next inhale, round your back, tuck your chin, tuck your hips, and very slowly walk your hands back, tighten the knees together, and sit back on your feet into your Vajrasana. Start rolling the shoulders, sway your head side to side. Use your elbows to open as you inhale and exhale down. Make this your own movement. Make it feel good. Maybe you alternate arms, you sway your head, whatever feels good here. On your next inhale, as you open, circle the arms behind you. Hands can come to the forearms or the elbows, or interlace the fingers. Pull the hands down and lift the hands a little bit higher. Maybe you arch the back if that feels okay, but keep the length. The crown of the head is reaching away from your hips. Pull the shoulders down, the hands a little bit higher, maybe. And take a full breath in. And with your exhale, release, and I'll meet you back in table. So from table, slide the knees further back. Hug your elbows close to the body. Engage your core muscles and shift forward. For your shoulders to be over the wrists or maybe slightly in front, keep the elbows close, press up as much as you can, and slowly come down with your chin. Keep the elbows hugging the body and the chest comes down. So you're in knee, chin, and chest. Pull the shoulders back as much as you can. Feel the bend in the lower back. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, slide the hips down. Bring the arms in front of you. The palms are facing down. Press with the top of the feet down. Press the sacrum down. And then lift the ribs up as much as you can. So you're gazing down. The shoulders are lifting or the armpits are lifting. But lift the ribs off the mat as much as you can. The ribs all the way up toward the sky as you press down with the sacrum. There's no tension in the neck, so you're not looking in front of you. Look down. Your work is just to lift the ribs to get it off your mat. But don't hold your breath. Keep the breath going. Full breath in. And exhale, release. Bring the hands to frame the chest. Hug the elbows back again and the shoulders back. Feet are hip-width distance apart. I can slid a paper under your knees. Tighten the sit bones to the midline and slowly lift up into your baby cobra. Try to stay as light as you can on the hands. Gaze is in front of you. Triceps towards the body. Deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Same thing. Inhale this time, press up and extend the arms all the way up. Maybe you press with the top of the feet and lift your knees up. Deepen your breath, you're in upward dog or high cobra. Wrap the shoulder blades around your spine. Sit bones are tight to the midline. Lifting the front of the thighs up to the sky if you're in upward dog. And a Full breath in. With your exhale, look down and let's press up to your downward facing dog. Toes are in the center of your mat, lifting your hips up. Widen the shoulder blades, lift the forearms towards your fingertips, and release the right heel down, bend the left knee, pause here. Feel the stretch in the back of your leg, your calf. Breathe through your nose. And then change sides. Left heel is down, bend the right knee, pause. Feel the stretch. Let's do one more on each side. Right heel down and pause. Feel the stretch. The heel reaching heavy down towards your mat. And change. Can you hear your breath? Maybe find your Ujjayi breath restricting the back of your throat. Very good, and now lift the heels all the way up as high as you can. Lift the sit bones up, try to keep the length in your spine, still widening the shoulders. Maybe the shoulders are on fire, and that's okay. We're getting strength here, the gaze is back, and very slowly release the heels down to the mat, heavy down towards the mat. Take a deep breath in together. On your exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, tiptoe all the way to the front of your mat. The feet are hip-width distance apart. Release the back of your neck, the back of the shoulders, and maybe just shake your head front and back, releasing any tension you might have created there. Allow a bend in your knees to lift the sit bones up. So notice if you're rounding the back, shrugging the shoulders, either come up higher and definitely untuck your hips, lifting the sit bones up to the sky. Inhale to your flat back. Lengthen through your spine, sit bones reach back. The crown of the head reaches forward. Wrap the shoulder blades back. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees and inhale, rise up, all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Very good, and bring the hands next to you. Shoulders are back. Heel toe the toes to touch. So the toes are touching, but there is a little bit of space between your heels, maybe an inch. Engage your thigh muscles, and inhale, sweep your arms up. On your exhale, lower your hips if the toes are touching, knees are touching, chair pose, shift your weight back. And here, arch your back. I know it's opposite of what I always say, but try to arch your back. I notice that it gives you more space here in your hips. Widen the shoulder blades, palms are facing each other. Keep the gaze in front of you. So you're sitting back, you're shifting your weight back, maybe the toes are lifting as well. Maintain your nice long deep breaths. Maybe you go a little bit deeper or not. And inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, palms together, hands to your heart, lower into your chair pose again. Shift your weight back and lift the left, hook the left elbow on the outside of your thigh or knee. Again, lift the sit bones up, widen the shoulder blades. Breathe through your nose, try to keep the knees aligned. If you see your knees, they're aligned, the hips are aligned. Maybe you open your arms or not. Deep breath in. Exhale, palms of the hands together, look down, and inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, palms together, lower your hips. Let's go to the other side right away. Shift your weight back, hook the right elbow to the outside of your thigh or your knee. Lift the ribs and lengthen through your spine. Keep your neck in line with your spine so your head is not hanging or lifting. Gaze can be from the side of the eye towards the left shoulder. Maybe you open your wings. Building heat in the body. Keep your breath. Palms of the hands together, look down, and inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart, and bring the hands next to you, shoulders are back. Heel toe the feet hip-width distance apart. You're kind of pigeon-toed here, with the toes closer towards each other than the heels. Lift the toes up and press your toes down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. On your exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Allow a bend in your knees, lift the sit bones and breathe in through your nose. Open your mouth and let it go. Option to have the hands towards the elbows, creating a frame around your head, pulling the forearms up, lifting the sit bones, the forearms down, the sit bones up. Create as much space between the vertebrae of the spine. Notice if you're tucking your hips, untuck your hips. Maybe the legs are straight. If the belly and the ribs are resting down, if there's still length in your spine. If there's rounding still, tightening in the hips, allow the bend in your knees so your glutes can release naturally. Option to sway side to side. Release the hands down and inhale to your flat back. Hands are on the shins. Lengthen your spine, round the shoulder blades back. Stay here for your exhale. Inhale again. And exhale, fold. This time maybe the hands behind the calves or the ankles, elbows are out, crown of the head down. Breathe through your nose. Keep the length in your spine. Spread the sit bones. Release your hands down and inhale, flat back again. Realign, lifting the sit bones up, the back of your head up and wrapping the shoulders. And exhale to fold. Bend your knees, anchor the hands, and step back into your downward facing dog. Very good. Let's get into a few vinyasas here. Widen the shoulder blades, lifting the sit bones up from downward dog. Take a breath in. On your exhale, shift forward to plank. Shoulders high over the wrists, heels are over the toes, and press up in your plank. Widen the shoulder blades. Again, I like to have my pointer fingers perpendicular to the front of the mat, opening the hands slightly out to give me space for my shoulders. Lift the kneecaps up towards the sky, and then rotate the hips slightly to the front. Lengthen the tailbone. You want full engagement in your thighs, in your hips, in your core. Sit bones to the midline. Widen the shoulders, gaze to the front of your mat, lengthen the sides of your neck. 5 more counts here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On your next inhale, lift up into your downward facing dog. Open your mouth, exhale out. Deep breath in. On your exhale, shift forward to plank again. Hug the elbows and slowly shift again and come all the way down to your belly. Top of the feet are down. Inhale to your baby cobra. Wrap the shoulders back. And exhale, lower. Press up into your table, tuck your toes, and find your way to your downward facing dog. Great work. Let's get deeper into the back bend. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, plank pose. Pause here and press up again. Deep breath in. On your exhale, knees can come down or stay. Lift it. Inhale, shift forward, and exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Very good. Top of the feet are down, hands are reaching back. Bend your knees so the knees are a little bit wider than the hips. Start lifting your shoulders, shining the sternum forward. Lift the hands reaching back. Option to stay here. Maybe you bend your knees a lot. Find your feet or your ankles, pressing the feet into the hands to lift your shoulders even higher. Maybe the thighs can lift. Keep the gaze to the front. Notice if you're shrugging the shoulders, try to pull them back. For 5, make sure you're not holding your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1, breath in. And exhale, release. Forearms or the hands on top of each other, forehead is resting, and windshield wiper the legs side to side. Come back, we'll do bow pose one more time. Hands are reaching back. Option to stay in skydiver, just lifting the heart, maybe lifting the thighs up, or catch your feet, press the feet into the hands. Pull the shins to the back wall. For 5, 4, 3, 2, one more breath in, and exhale, let it go. Hands are under the shoulders, press up into your table. Just do a few sways side to side, keep the toes tucked. And then inhale, lift into your downward facing dog. Take a breath in. With your breath out, find your way to plank pose and press up. Hug your elbows, shift forward, and very slowly come all the way down to your belly. The forearms are down, spread the fingers. Go into Sphinx pose, so the elbows are right there under the shoulders. You're pressing the forearms out and lifting up. Feet are hip-width distance apart, lifting the kneecaps up, engaging your quadriceps so much that your kneecaps lift. Wrap the shoulders back, tucking the shoulder blades into pockets towards the lower back. Imaginary pockets. Press the sacrum down. You're engaging your thighs, pulling the sit bones to the midline. Feel like the crown of the head is pulling up towards the sky. Very good. A full breath in. And your exhale. Release and round. Interlace the fingers. Maybe the elbows are a little bit closer. Tuck your toes. Very slowly lift your hips and lift your knees up. You're going to feel a lot of soreness in the lower back at first. Pause here and then maybe make it worse by tucking your hips to the front. Lifting the thighs up to the sky. So the top part of your thighs, the quadriceps, are lifting to the sky, but you're rotating the hips. The hips stay as low as the shoulders, or lower. Option to stay here in your low plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, or maybe you start lifting your hips up, walking your feet towards your elbows. The head is peeking between your arms into your dolphin. Widen the shoulder blades. Breathe through your nose. Heels towards the mat, not necessarily touching. Try to keep the head lifted as you press up, engaging your lat muscles, the muscles under the armpits, to the sides of the body. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, release the knees down. The top of the feet are down. You're in child's pose. Have the hands behind your head. Walk the elbows to the front. And come back to your breath. Maybe you find Anjali Mudra with the hands with the palms together. Full breath in. Open your mouth and let it go. Great. Slide the hands to frame the head. Lift up. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. With your exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step or hop to the front of your mat into your flat back. Full breath in. And fold. Bend your knees a lot and inhale, rise all the way up. Maybe add a little back bend here. A baby back bend. Pressing the hips forward and exhale. Hands to your heart and bring the hands next to you. Come back inward. Come back to your breath. Notice any tension in your neck, the shoulders. Try to release. Notice the energy flowing through your body. On your next inhale, sweep your arms overhead. With your exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale to your flat back. On your exhale, step the right foot back, left foot is forward into your low lunge. Release the back knee down. Notice the left knee is over the ankle or slightly behind it, never passing it. You might need to heel toe the left foot slightly forward. Keep the back toes tucked, hands are on your thigh, not your knee, and press up into higher lunge. And then here, pull the left heel, the front heel towards the back, and the right knee to the front. So you're kind of tightening here. The left heel back, the right knee to the front, scissor hugging the hips. And then wrap the shoulders back, lengthen the front body. Maybe you have a slight gaze to the front and up. Option to lean forward if you want. You can heel toe the front foot further front, still pulling the heel back and the knee to the front. Strengthening and stretching your hip flexors. Very good. As you inhale, pause here. Maybe bring the foot back closer towards you if you have it too much to the front. And then tuck the back toes, lift the back knee up into your lunge. Crown of the head is up. Still engaging your thighs, tightening the hips towards each other. Keep the hands to your thigh, and to help you focus, gaze at one focal point in front of you and engage your core. And take a full breath in. With your exhale, slowly release the knee down. Woo! My hip flexors are feeling it. Inhale, lift. And exhale, slowly lower, still maintaining the engagement in your hips. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Very slow with control. Inhale, lift. Have the hands behind you, shoulders are back. With your exhale, start leaning forward and start dragging the right leg all the way up into your knee up. So option to stay here or in your low lunge or get into some movement with me. Breath in. With your breath out with control, slowly extend the right leg behind you, tap the toes down, and inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, arms are back. Find your focal point, engage your core. Start leaning forward, drag the right leg up into your knee up. Exhale, slowly lean forward, tap the toes back. And inhale, reach your arms up. Let's do it one more time. And exhale, oof. Lift the right leg all the way up. And exhale, very slowly tap the toes down. Very good. So you're in a high low lunge. Option to release the knee down or stay here, tightening the hips, hands to the heart. Let's get into a twist. Inhale. And with your exhale, lean forward, hook the elbow to the outside of your knee, lift the sternum towards your thumbs, back leg is strong and firm, the heel is reaching to the back wall. Pulling the left hip crease slightly back. Deep breath in. With your exhale, look down, release the hands down, and release the back knee down. Walk your way all the way back. Let's give a release to the left leg. Tuck your back toes, and maybe you sit back on your heel, or you can stay up higher. Breath in, and exhale to fold. Breathe through your nose. And very slowly walk your way to the front. So again, you want to maintain the knee maybe slightly behind your ankle, so you might need to carry the foot from the ankle and then have both hands on the inside of your foot. Lowering your hips. Press up with the arms, and then lift the back knee up and release it down again. Inhale, lift. Very slowly exhale. Don't drop it down, just a very slow release. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Option to stay here, or if you have blocks or not, you can come down to one forearm or both. You're in a space where you can kind of release and let go. Breathe through your nose towards your hips.
you walk your hands back, heel toe the foot back to the center, hands are framing your foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and slide the left foot all the way back into your downward facing dog. Maybe you pedal the feet, one heel down at a time. Notice how your left hip feels, your right hip feels, notice the difference. And then lift the heels all the way up. And release the heels down, lift the sit bones up. Lengthen through your spine, press the forearms to the front of the mat, widening the shoulders. Inhale together. On your exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step or hop to the front of your mat into your flat back. Breathe in. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees a lot and inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. Maybe a little arch in the back. The hips are pressing forward. And exhale, hands to your heart and bring the hands next to you and the shoulders back. Very good. Lift the toes up and press your toes down. On your inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Pause here. Option, so you can bend your knees as much as you want to wrap the two-piece fingers around the big toes, elbows are out. The crown of the head is resting down. And then start straightening the legs here, lifting the sit bones up, pulling the elbows out, pulling the shoulders back away from the ears. Using your toes to pull the crown of the head towards your feet. Work on the length in your spine, the space between the vertebrae of the spine. Very good. On your next inhale, halfway lift. And with your exhale, step the left foot back. You have the right foot in front of you into your low lunge. Release the back knee down and the hands are on your thigh to press up. And this time pull the right heel back and left knee to the front. So you're energetically pulling the heel to the back of the mat and the left knee to the front of your mat. Having a little twist, even if there's no movement, but you kind of feel it. The shoulders square with the front of the mat. Engage your core and keep the length of the crown of the head reaching up. Breathe through your nose. If you'd like to get a little bit deeper for a few seconds, heel toe the front foot forward and then lower your hips. Still tightening the right heel back and the left knee forward. There's no tension in the shoulders. Very good. Come up higher and have the foot further and closer towards you if you slid it forward. And then tuck the back toes and lift the knee up. Still tightening the hips. Feel the left heel reaching back. Rise up through the crown of your head. You're pressing on the thigh. Engage your core so you're knitting the ribs together here to protect your back. Breathe in. And with a breath out, release the knee. Inhale, lift. With full control, exhale, barely tap the knee. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And this time, lift, release the hands behind you, start leaning forward. Find a focal point and drag the left knee all the way up. Bring it into your knee up. Very slow with control, flex your foot. Deep breath in. With your exhale, lean forward and have the left foot behind you. Tap the toes and inhale, rise up. Very slow with control. Take your time. Arms overhead. 2 more times. Exhale, arms behind you. Engage your hips to help you and lift the left leg up. Breath in. And exhale back. Inhale, open the arms up. And one more time, exhale, arms behind you, lean forward and lift the left leg. Exhale back, very good. You're in your low lunge, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Notice your front knee is strong. It's not dipping in or out. Option to release the back knee down or not, and then lean forward, hook the elbow to the outside of your knee into your twist. Tightening the hips. Back leg is strong and firm. Lifting the front of the thigh up towards the sky, maybe gaze from the side of the eye behind the shoulder. Two more breaths here. And finally, gaze down, release the knee and release the hands. Woo. Walk your way back. Extend the front leg, option to stay high here, tucking your toes or sit back on your heel into your toe cruncher. Hands are under the shoulders, inhale, lift the gaze, and exhale to fold. There's no wrinkles in the back of your neck. Make sure there's no tension there. Maybe you sway your head side to side to make sure your neck is soft. And when you're ready, walk your way to the front. So your knee might pass your ankle here, carry it from the ankle, carry your foot and bring it forward. Hands are both on the inside of your foot, spread the toes, pause here with your nice long giraffe arms, lifting the shoulders, lowering your hips. Option to stay right here, it's a great stretch, or you can come down to one forearm or both. Breathe through your nose. Try to gaze towards your thumbs, not behind you. And when you're ready, lift up to your hands again. You're tucking the back toes. The hands are strong and straight. The arms, lift the back knee up. Breathe in. And exhale, release the knee down. With control in your hips, inhale, lift. And exhale, release. Inhale, lift. And exhale. One more time, full breath in. And exhale the knee down. Heel toe the foot to the center. If you opened it, hands are framing your foot. Tuck the back toes and lift the knee and slide the right foot all the way back. Woo. Pedal your feet or maybe add a twist, whatever feels good here. Let's take a vinyasa here to realign the hips. Take a breath in together. With your exhale, shift forward to plank pose. Hug your elbows in, have a lift here. You're tucking your hips forward. And then shift forward on your inhale. Exhale, come all the way down or halfway down. Inhale, lift into your upward facing or high cobra. And exhale, press into your downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Heels down towards the mat. With the exhale, release the knees wide to the outside edges of the mat. Toes are touching and the hips come all the way back. Allow a bend in the elbows and the forehead to rest down. Sway your hips side to side. Release any tension you might have built in the lower back. Take a few breaths. And when you're ready, walk your way up. Bring the knees closer, toes are together, and sit back. Just rotate your wrists a few times. We're getting a little bit deeper into the wrists. In both directions. And bring the right arm in front of you. Fingers are pointing down, and just pull with the left hand. The forefingers are on top, and pull the hand slightly towards you. Notice if you're shrugging the shoulders, release your shoulders. Maintain your long, deep breaths. Don't let go of the breath this whole practice. Very good. Release and let's change sides. Fingers are pointing down. And when you're ready, release, lean forward from table. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. With your exhale, knee to your chest and slide the leg under the armpit to have the foot under the armpit, and then lift the foot towards your right wrist, lowering your hips. You're still tucking the back toes. Lower your hips down as much as you can. If this is really hard on your wrist, you can draw a fist in your hands if you want. Try not to shrug the shoulders. Again, keep the space between your shoulders and your ears. Deepen your breath. I know you feel it on your arms. Lower the hip a little bit more. Still tucking the back toes, lifting the knee up. And then pivot the back, heel down, and slowly lift the right hand up into your fallen triangle. Without sinking into the left shoulder, keep the lift here. Breathe through your nose. Deep breath in. With your exhale, look down, release the hips, lower down with the back heel, anchor the hand and slide the left leg back into your three-legged dog. Deep breath in. With your exhale, open the hip, bend your knee. Getting into the other wrist now. Option to stay here or release the foot behind you. Again, lifting from your hips into your flip dog. Try to stay as light as you can on the right hand, lifting from your hips up. Keep the space. You have a lift here to keep the space between your ear and the shoulder. Deep breath in. On your exhale, the hips come halfway down, gaze to the front, and I'll meet you back in your downward facing dog. Very good. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. You're in low lunge again. You're tucking the back toes, back leg strong and firm. Engage your hips, tighten the hips towards each other, and inhale, rise up into your crescent. Palms are facing each other, widen the shoulder blades, and engage your core, drawing the ribs together. Maybe you lift the gaze. If you want, the palms of the hands can touch into your sword mudra if that feels good. If the shoulders are open, or you can have the arms wider. Deep breath in. With your exhale, release the hands. Bring the hands forward. Start lifting the right leg up into your standing split. The crown and the head is down. Whew. Let's bend both knees a little bit here. Option for the left hand to come behind the ankle or not. You can have both hands down, but you're bending both knees, lifting the right leg up. And then extend the standing leg, the left leg. Extend the right leg. Breathe in. On your exhale, bend the knees just a little bit. Bring the crown of the head closer down, and then extend the legs without falling. Release both hands down. Have a little lift, halfway lift. So the back is nice and flat, the fingers are in front. Anchor the left hand. Slowly start opening the right hip. Going to half moon from here. This is a really big challenge on your balance, so make it slow. The toes are pointing to the side. Right hand is on your hip. Stack the right hip over the left. Right shoulder over the left. Option to open the right arm up towards the sky. If you have a block, you can use it under the left hand. Find your core engagement and reach out with your extremities, taking as much space around you as you can. Deep breath in. With your exhale, bend the standing leg, tap the right foot down, fully down with the heel, and press up. Find your warrior two. Woo. Nice work. If you look at the feet, you have heel to arch or heel to heel alignment. Reaching out from the shoulder blades to the fingertips. Bend the front knee, spread the toes. Back leg strong and firm. On your inhale, cartwheel the hands into your reverse warrior. And exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, still bending the left knee. And exhale, warrior two. One more time, full breath in and reach up, create space in the side body. On your exhale, cartwheel the hands, and this time have both hands coming down. Walk your hands to the right, rotate the left toes inward, going to Skandasana. Hands are under the chest, shoulders in the center between the legs. Option to stay right here, or you can have the hands on your thigh. Maybe you lower the hips more, lifting the right toes, pressing the arm to the inner inside of the left thigh, opening the right shoulder. Take a few breaths here, working towards the left heel being fully down. However you get here, very slowly, find your way to seated. Have the hands behind you, bring the right leg slow, a little bit closer to the side of your mat. So you're bending the left knee, right leg is straight. I won't be mirroring you in this part. And have the right hand catch the left ankle. Lift the left arm up over your ear and open the left shoulder as much as you can. You're using your ankle to pull the right shoulder towards the ankle, open the left shoulder, and then flex your right foot with the toes up towards the sky. Maintain your breath. Feel like you're forcing space on the inside of your body. So even though you're twisting, try to find length here in your spine. Widening the shoulders, lifting the crown of the head still. If the neck is sensitive, you can always look down. Take a deep breath in. Maybe with your exhale, you can settle a little bit deeper, a little bit lower, pulling the right shoulder closer to the ankle. To come out, rotate the left shoulder down and come back to the center very slowly. You're in the center of your mat, extend both legs. Try to keep your heels on the mat, not on wood or tile. Flex your foot or both feet. Your feet are completely aligned, hands are behind you. Inhale, rise up. With your exhale, keep the hands behind you, wrap the shoulders back and fold. This could be your fold. Keeping the length in your spine, and then bring the hands in front. Maintaining the shoulders back. Maybe you can come a little bit lower. Come back to your breath. Look down and bring your attention inward again. Try not to shrug the shoulders to come lower, so you're either here or here. Maybe on the forearms. Trying to make the hinge from your hips only. Notice if you can go a little bit lower now that you've been here for a while. And that will happen only if you can find softness without building resistance, without forcing the depth in this posture. On your next inhale, slowly lift the gaze, lift the shoulders, and walk your way up. Swivel your legs. I'll meet you at the front of your mat. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Very good. Take a breath in. Open your mouth and let it go. We have one more side. On your next inhale, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. With your exhale, knee to your chest. Slide the leg under the armpit and try to lift it up towards your wrist. Lower your hips, keep the back toes tucked, the knee lifted, and maybe lift the shoulders a little bit, lowering the hips as much as you can. Keep the lift in the back leg too. So if this is too much on your wrist, you can have the hands slide to the front. That should help you. Using more strength. And then pivot the back heel down. Start lifting your hips into your fallen triangle. You're opening the legs here. Try not to sink into the right shoulder. Keep the lift. Deep breath in. With your exhale, release the hips Again, lift the back heel, both hands are down, and I'll meet you in your three-legged dog, lifting the right leg up. Deep breath in. With your exhale, bend your knee, open the hip. Option to stay here or pivot the back heel. The outside edge of the foot is down. Release the right foot back into your flip dog, lifting your hips up. Getting somewhat of an arch in your back, maybe. Full breath in. And exhale, hips are halfway down, and I'll meet you in your three-legged dog again. I know, it's kind of weird. Deep breath in. And exhale, step your foot between your hands. You might need to carry it from the ankle, that works too. Back leg is strong and firm. Tighten the hips. And inhale, rise up into your crescent. Widen the shoulders, palms are facing each other. Breathe in through your nose. Option to cactus the arms, or even have the hands to your hips with the elbows wrapping back, opening the hip flexor. Inhale, lift. With your exhale, start leaning forward, have the fingers to the front of your mat and lift the left leg up into your standing split. The crown of the head is down. Bend the standing leg a little bit, bend the other leg a little bit, lift the knee a little bit higher, maybe your right hand behind the ankle if you're nice and balanced or not. And then extend the legs. Maybe just the right, maybe just the left. Let's do this 2 more times. Bend your knees, bring the crown of the head lower down, and then extend the standing leg. Maybe you extend the other leg too. Again, if it feels good, bend both knees, give more space in the spine, and then extend. Release both hands down, walk the hands in front, the back is nice and flat, you have a lift here. Straighten the leg, have the right hand in front of the right foot slightly out, and open the left hip. Start stacking the hips, the left hand is helping you. If you have a block, it's magical to use it here. Toes are pointing to the side, left hand is on your hip, stack the left hip over the right, left shoulder over the right. Maybe you open the left arm up. Trying to stay light on the right hand. Don't dump your weight on it. Deepen your breath. Reach your heel back and the fingertips up. And a full breath in. On your exhale, bend the standing leg, release the back leg down. The foot is fully down and rise up into your warrior two. Oh, geez. You have heel to heel or heel to arch alignment. Lengthen the sides of the torso and gaze to the left. Notice the front knee is out. You don't dip it in. You can see the big toe on the inside of your knee. And inhale, cartwheel the hands, right hand reaching down, left hand reaching up. And exhale, warrior two. Keep the back leg strong and firm. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Shoulders stay soft. And inhale. Exhale. Gaze towards the right hand. Slowly start lowering both hands in front of the foot. Pivot the right foot about 45 degrees inward. Walk your hands to the center between your legs. Lower your hips more, Skandasana. To that side lunge. Hands can be on the thighs or lower your hands, lower your hips, press the arm to the inner thigh and lift the shoulders. What you're not doing is the inside edge of the foot down, bending the knee. That's really crucial on the knee. I see sometimes people doing that in classes. Either the full foot is down or lift the toes up. Find your deep breaths. You got this. Then we're coming down to seated. Very slowly lower your hips down. Very good. Bring the leg a little bit closer to the front. Let's get into the other side. So you're flexing the left toes, Catch your ankle with the left hand and reach the right arm up towards the sky with a little bend to the side here. Pulling the left shoulder towards your ankle, opening the right shoulder. So that pulling the left shoulder is helping you open the right shoulder. Try not to compress on the left side of your torso. Try to keep the length. Maybe even opening the knee and pulling the crown of the head away. Maybe you go a little bit lower if it feels okay. Full breath in. To come out, look down, release the upper hand down to the mat, left hand next to it, and rise up. Very good. Let's get into butterfly. Soles of the feet together. Align your heels with the sit bones. Catch your ankles or your feet and inhale, rise up through the crown of the head, wrap the shoulder blades back. And exhale to fold. Press the elbows to the inside of your knees or inside of your thighs. Option to interlace the fingers around your feet, but if you always do that, see how it feels on your ankles. Pull the crown of the head forward and dip down through your chest. On your next inhale, lift the gaze, lift the shoulders, and come up. With your exhale, knees together, rotate the legs. You're in the center of your mat. Let's do some core before I meet you down. We'll start with boat pose. Hands are behind the thighs, lift the shins parallel to the floor, point the toes. If you want, you can extend the legs if the lower back is okay with that. Create a C shape in the lower belly, and then wrap the shoulders back, bring the arms in front of you. Deepen your breath. Inhale, open the arms, and exhale, bring them in. 2, and exhale. 3, and exhale. 2 more, and 5, and exhale. Your next inhale, option to stay here, open, close the arms, or on your inhale, open the arms and reach halfway down. Let the exhale carry you up. Inhale down, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. 4, and 5. And hug your knees to your chest, come all the way down on your back. Relax the back of your head and sway your legs side to side. Going all the way to one side, all the way to the other side. Come back to your deep breaths, your nice long controlled breaths. Every inhale you create space on the inside of your body, flaring the ribs and the chest and the belly, and every exhale you soften. Have the feet come down. Hands are framing your hips and tuck the shoulders under you. We'll start with bridge pose. Lift the hips up. And tuck your shoulders even more. Option to interlace the fingers if you'd like. And press the outer shoulders down, the triceps down, lifting your C7. Lifting your hips up here. Feel really good after all this hip flexor work, and especially if you ran or biked. This should feel good on your hip flexors, lengthening and releasing. Lift your chest towards your chin. Lift your hips as high as you can. It's a great back bend as well. We have 2 more deep breaths. Try not to open the knees out. Keep the knees to the midline. Like you're pressing the thighs towards a block without dipping the knees in. The knees stay right there over the ankles. Very good. And very slowly release the hips halfway down. And inhale, lift up. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, halfway. Inhale. And with your exhale, release the hands and lower your hips all the way down. Flatten the shoulders and windshield wiper the legs, the knees to one side and then the other. You can cactus the arms as well if you'd like to open the shoulders. Find your breath, your deep breath. Every time you let go of the breath, come back to it. Keep your mind here in your practice, in your body, noticing how you feel, how your legs feel, your hip flexors, your shoulders, your neck. Scanning the body over and over, working on engaging the right muscles. And exhale, come back to the center. Hands are framing your hips. Tuck the shoulders under one more time. Anchor the feet here and lift your hips up again into your bridge pose. Keep the hands down, tuck your shoulders under again. And then lift the right leg up. You can bend the knee or extend the leg. If you have any problems with the lower back, keep both feet down, please. Deep breath in. And exhale, the foot is down, lift your hips higher to realign. And then lift the left leg up. Keep the knee bent or extending the leg. And the foot comes down, lift the hips one more time, deep breath in. And exhale, the hips come all the way down. Soles of the feet are touching. Open the legs to the sides, hands are on the inside of your thighs. Allow your hip flexors to release. Notice any tension in the back of your neck. You can sway your head side to side, trying to soften that area. Come back to your breath, noticing the belly rise with your inhale. And exhale to release down. A few more breaths. Inhale through your nose. And exhale to let go. Deep breath in. And a longer exhale out. Bring the knees together, anchor the left foot, and extend the right leg and release the fingers behind the thigh or behind the calf and pull the leg towards you. Keep the left foot down today. We did a lot in the hip flexors. Let's just let them release and let go of them for a minute. And pull the calf closer towards you. Option to point and flex the ankle if that feels okay. You can allow a bend in your knee or extend the leg, lifting the heel up toward the sky, pulling the foot closer towards you. If you have a strap, it's magical to use it around the balls of your foot and pulling the foot towards your forehead. Option to stay right here. It's a great place to stay, or you can lift your nose to your knee or forehead towards your shin. Try to keep the tailbone flat down. Keep space between your chin and your chest, and the shoulders away from your ears. And a deep breath in. On your exhale, release the back of your head down. Extend the left leg and hug your right knee to your chest, maybe towards your armpit outside of your torso, reaching the left heel away from you. Come back to your deep breaths, maybe counting to 4 on your inhales and 4 or 5 or 6 on your exhales. Open the knee to the side. Option to stay here or wrap the 2-piece fingers around the big toe, or if you have a strap, wrap it around the foot and open the leg to the side. Left hand is on your hip to make sure that hip is not following you. Try to keep the back of the shoulders down, the head resting down. And when you're ready, bend your knee to come back to the center. Find your twist with the right knee all the way to the left. Extend the right arm, gaze to the right. Notice if you're flexing muscles here in your glutes and your quadriceps, try to let go and soften. very slowly come back to the center. The right foot is down. Realign your hips with the shoulders and lift the left leg up. Interlace the fingers behind the thigh or behind the calf. Allow a bend in your knee or extend the leg. Play with your ankle a few times. Point and flex. If you'd like to rotate, that works too. Keep the back of your head down at first. Notice if you let go of the breath, come back to your breath. Extend the leg, the toes towards your forehead. Maybe you lift your nose to your knee, your forehead towards your shin. Without any tension in the back of your neck. And a deep breath in, one more lift. And exhale, release. And now extend the right leg, hug your left knee to your chest, interlace the fingers in front of your chest and pull the knee to the armpit. Reaching the right heel, the straight leg heel away from you. And when you're ready, release. We're opening to the side. Strap or no strap, keep the knee bent or extended, wrap the fingers or not, you know where you're going. Open the leg to the side, right hand is on the hip to make sure the hip stays down. Option to look to the right to get an extra stretch in your neck if you like. The mind is witnessing the belly rise and release. Bend your knee to come back to the center and then rotate the left knee all the way to the right hand above your knee. Left arm next to you, gaze to the left. Try to keep both shoulders, especially the left shoulder, down. On your next inhale, very slowly come back to the center. Center your hips. If your body's craving another movement, find it. And then option, if your lower back is bent, have the knees touching, feet are out. The lower back is bothering you, if it's sensitive. Or you can extend the legs with the toes releasing to the sides. The thighs opening to the sides. The hips heavy. Arms can be next to you with the palms facing the sky. Or if you'd like to have one hand or both hands on the belly. Watching the belly rise and release. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Allow your whole body to relax onto your mat. Your shoulders to let go. The skin on the back of your neck to soften. Relax your facial muscles, the skin on your forehead, your eyebrows. Feel your eyelids heavy. Your mind right here. Just for those last few minutes, keep your mind anchored here, following your breath. Scanning your body, noticing how your body feels.
Keep your mind here, right now, right here. You have nothing to do, nothing to worry about. Gently start turning your head side to side. Bend your elbows and rotate your wrists. When you're ready, roll to your side, whichever side you want. Into fetal position. Noticing the energy flowing in your body. The mind calm and at peace. And press with the upper hand to come up into seated Sukhasana, easy pose with the hands on your knees. Tuck your chin back, keep your eyes closed or soften the gaze. Rise up through the crown of your head. On your next inhale, sweep your arms overhead. With your exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Relax your shoulders, keep the hands down and inhale. Open your mouth and let it go. One more time, a full breath in. Hold at the top of your breath. Take one more sip. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Namaste.